So here we are in Tampa, Florida. I'm getting ready to leave the best trip, I swear, I've ever had. And we're going to do car karaoke with Nikki.
No.
Because Nikki would probably sing. She's the most fun person in the world. So Nikki, why don't you tell us who you are, or who you're with, and how long. A 2-minute introduction, okay?
So I'm Nikki Irwin. I am owner and general manager of the Cleaning Pros. We're in Odessa, Florida, and we service the Tampa Bay area for residential house cleaning. We've been in business since 2004 and currently serve over 700 clients on a regular reoccurring basis. Well, we clean 700 homes a month.
Okay.
How about that?
And how many reoccurring clients do you have?
We are at 285 reoccurring clients at this point.
With a goal of this year for?
Our goal is 350 this year.
Very good. Mm-hmm. Nikki, how long have you been in this business and how long have you been an owner?
I have been an owner since January. I'm part owner with Chuck and Sandy Terpstra. I have been working for them and in this business for 4 years. Only 4 years. I've learned so much. Okay,
so tell me, why did you and Chuck decide to make some changes in your company and bring in a consultant?
We need to get to the next level. We're doing just fine where we are. We're kind of steady and a little stagnant. I want more. As a new owner, I know we can get to the next level. We have a ton of new residential homes being built on our main road there in town. Big houses. So there's probably 5 pop-up neighborhoods that are happening with homes that are $250,000 or more a piece, and I want in those homes. So we need to get to the next level so that we can take that volume.
So why bringing somebody in? I mean, what did you think they could do for you that you couldn't do yourself? Because you're 2 very talented owners.
As a new owner, I needed some help with organization, making sure that we were doing things as consistently as possible, that we were streamlining and being efficient in the office so that we could handle the call volume and that we could handle the data entry and hopefully get to the next level that way. Changing up our software system to be able to get to the next level as far as iPads, going more mobile with the cleaners, going less paperless if possible, and then making sure that our cleaners are using the right tools, that they're efficient in the home, possibly shaving off time and saving room for new clients there, but still giving a great quality clean, at the same time.
So do you think those 3 needs were satisfied?
Absolutely, 100%.
Good.
100%. I can't wait to see how we can implement all the changes and ideas that you've given us and see where we get to the next level, because the sky's the limit at this point.
Well, it's interesting that you talk about implementing. Let's start at the bottom and work our way in the opposite direction. Let's talk about the cleaners. Because, to me, that's the top down. Because without good cleaners, the rest doesn't matter.
That's right. And we've got great cleaners that we started with here.
Yeah, boy, you had a staff that was not easy to work with, but very receptive once they saw the common sense. Okay. So do you feel that the cleaning portion is implemented?
Yes. I think the cleaning portion is implemented, but I do think that it needs to be supervised heavily while these first couple of weeks with you leaving, I don't want them to revert back to their old ways, and I hope that they're not just pacifying you, saying, oh yeah, this is great, we're going to do this, we're going to hold them to the fire, and we're going to make sure that they're doing it, because that's the only way that we're going to get to the next level in business and have the growth that I'm expecting to have.
So the person to hold their feet to the fire, Tracy.
Yes, our field operations manager.
Yes. I always feel when I come out here, if you're all big enough to have a field operations manager, that's my main job. Mm-hmm. Because she could teach the other cleaners when I leave as long as she knows her job.
Right.
Tracy didn't sleep at all the night before I came. Didn't sleep at all last night. Yeah. The night before I came in 11, 12 days ago. Do you think she's changed? Do you think that this has worked? Do you think she is a field operations manager today?
I think she's a field operations manager. She has more confidence. She's holding herself to a higher standard, and she's holding the cleaners to a higher standard, and she's confident in addressing them if there's corrections that need to be made. And she's a wonderful coach and trainer herself. So she's got that down pat. You've given her some great tools and some way to re-say things, if that's the word, to say things differently, to get a different result from them. So yeah, she's ready to go. She's ready to go. We're going to do this together, and we're going to have, with our wonderful staff of cleaners, we're going to really have a great company.
I think so too. Now, ironically, we're not going to talk to you very much about the process of cleaning because you don't have a clue.
No, I'm excited to learn. I got to get out there because I have no clue what you all have been doing all week. I just know that you've been busting your butts.
That is true, though. Nikki doesn't have a crew.
I need to learn too, and I'm excited for Tracy to get out there and train me too, so that I can be as supportive as possible.
Good. So let's talk about your cleaners. I mean, I know they weren't too happy about this wild woman coming in here. The reaction, do you think that I have made your office upside down, inside out, or do you think they are like also in a different world?
I will tell you that I prepped them as much as possible for your visit. But I have never heard so many giggles, so many laughs in the last week and a half from my office. And that is what's touched my heart the most, is that even though they're exhausted, they're learning all of this, new ways to clean. They have had the most upbeat, positive attitude, even working 12-hour days through this. Not one person has complained. They have been on board. I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of everybody. Because I didn't have to deal with the drama. There was no drama whatsoever. They took to it. They were happy. It all made sense to them. And I feel like by getting them the proper tools, prior to your visit and then during your visit and taking your advice, getting the proper tools and getting the stuff that they needed, they felt supported. And I was happy to be able to support them through this process and not try to cut corners and say, well, we're going to try to do it this way,
That I'm going to say, Nikki, the support you gave to us was phenomenal. We could not have done this without your support. Every time we needed something, it was there 2 seconds before we asked for it. She was running the Walmart and Kmart and you name it, non-Amazon. And you just did a phenomenal job of supporting us.
We're serious about the change. We wouldn't have spent the investment that we did to get you out here on a whim. We're serious about it, and what you say goes. You're the professional that we hired to come out here. And so you've been to all these offices. You had your own cleaning business. You see what people are using. You made phone calls to find out, what they were using, what was affordable for us to invest in, that still would work great for the cleaners. And I appreciate that because you have contacts all throughout there. We're getting everybody's advice too.
Good. Now, just for a moment, because I don't want to miss my plane. It's been fun, but I do not want to miss my plane. Yeah, it's been almost 2 weeks. So I suppose we could go for 2 weeks. You mentioned 2 other things, and the cleaning is in place. I do feel the cleaning is in place. I think we made a little bit of an impact, though, also on your marketing concept.
For sure.
You absolutely have a one-time mindset office, as many offices do, and I tried to get you to think repeat. Do you think we accomplished that? Let's talk a little bit about your scripting and what you think you accomplished there.
Yes, so my state of mind has refocused to more of a business mindset, not a operational manager's mindset. You've made me think more like an owner. The thoughts, when I'm implementing something or thinking about something now, my brain goes, well, what would an owner think about, not just an operational manager? Because the ownership is new to me. All of these roles and responsibilities are newer to me, the decisions that I have to make. So yes, repeat client is our bread and butter. One-time only cleans, move-in, move-outs. They're icing on the cake, but it's not what we should be focusing on. Our repeat customers are the ones that are paying our bills and supporting us. So that's my focus.
So we did a little scripting changing on how you sell.
Yeah.
We did my biggest kick in the last year since I've been out in these offices is client expectation and those two meeting together. Added periodic tasks.
Right. Oh, the periodic task, we're going to, hold our cleaners responsible for doing that. I think our customers are going to notice a huge difference.
Why do you think those are important?
They're super important because we were leaving it up to the cleaner, the clean team supervisors, to remember what they did last visit. Oh, well, maybe I did the baseboards last visit. Well, how do you remember? It was 2 weeks and 68 cleans ago. So now it's on paper, it's scheduled, and it takes all the guesswork out of it, and it's for consistency.
It'll get done.
Yeah.
And then we put out a newsletter.
Yes, constant contact.
Yes.
So that was a light bulb. That every customer name, phone number, and email address now I think differently about, and how am I going to create a campaign specific to that market that I found them in. So constant contact was amazing. I'm so glad I learned it and we signed up for it, and I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it lots.
Good.
Yeah. Well,
in essence of me not missing my flight, because I think Nikki, her husband and her child want me the heck out of here. Final words.
I'm grateful. You were more than just a trainer, more than just a business coach. You were a mentor. I learned so much. You gave me confidence in becoming an owner, and I thank you for that. That's priceless. absolutely priceless. I take responsibility now for this entire company. Even though I'm part owner, I feel like full owner, because the day-to-day I'm responsible for our clients, I'm responsible for the cleaners, and I have a vested interest in everybody. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to close this by saying, talk about priceless. You are one magnificent woman,
Thank you.
without a doubt. Thank you. Good night. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.